Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins All World, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we've got something truly exciting to talk about, a coin that might just be hiding in your collection or lying around in your spare change. We're diving into the world of the United States half-dollar from 1972. At first glance, you might think of it as just another piece of old currency, but if you take a closer look, you might just have something incredibly valuable on your hands. The 1972 half-dollar holds a special place in the history of American coinage. It's a part of a series that was produced during a time when U.S. coinage was going through some significant transitions. The 1970s were a period of change, not just in terms of the economy and political landscape, but also in terms of currency production. The half-dollar coin, in particular, was undergoing a shift, as the demand for it began to decline. People were using smaller denominations more frequently, and the larger coins were slowly becoming less common in circulation. So, how does a 1972 half-dollar stand out, and why is it worth so much more than its face value today? The half-dollar coin was first introduced in 1794 and has gone through many changes in its design over the years. The 1972 half-dollar features the iconic image of President John F. Kennedy, which was first introduced in 1964 following his tragic assassination. The obverse of the coin showcases a profile of JFK, a tribute to the legacy of the 35th president. On the reverse side, you'll find the seal of the United States, with an eagle and a shield, symbolizing strength and freedom. This design was intended to honor not just the memory of JFK, but also the nation's commitment to liberty and democracy. Although millions of these coins were minted in 1972, certain characteristics make them more valuable than you might expect. The most important factor when determining the value of any coin is its condition. Like any other coin, the 1972 half-dollar came in a variety of conditions. Coins that were circulated heavily or used for everyday transactions are often worn down, with scratches, discoloration, and other signs of age. These coins generally hold little value beyond their face value, which is 50 cents. However, the real value of the 1972 half-dollar lies in the coins that have been well preserved. If you happen to have one that is in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning it's been carefully stored and hasn't been handled much, it could be worth much more than you would expect. A pristine 1972 half-dollar, free of any scratches or discoloration, can fetch a significantly higher price in the market. The value of a coin increases exponentially with its condition, and collectors are always on the lookout for rare, well-preserved pieces, but it doesn't stop there. Another factor that can increase the value of the 1972 half-dollar is the presence of minting errors. These errors are rare, but when they occur, they can make a coin much more valuable. Common minting errors include double strikes, off-center prints, or misaligned dies. If you have a 1972 half-dollar that displays one of these errors, you may have a one-of-a-kind coin that could be worth significantly more than a typical, well-preserved example. Minting errors are highly sought after by collectors, and they can drive the price of a coin up to impressive levels. Now, let's talk about how much a 1972 half-dollar could actually be worth. If you have one in mint condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a staggering $90,000. Yes, that's right, $90,000 for a single half-dollar coin. It's almost unbelievable, but that's the beauty of numismatics. A combination of rarity, condition, and unique characteristics can turn a simple coin into a prized collector's item. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1972 half-dollar? Start by inspecting the coin carefully. Look for any signs of wear, such as scratches, fading, or discoloration. If the coin looks almost brand new, that's a great sign. Next, check for the mint mark. The mint mark will be located on the obverse of the coin, under Kennedy's neck, and can either be a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. Although these mint marks don't typically have a huge impact on value, knowing which mint produced your coin can help you understand its rarity. Also, take a close look at the coin for any possible minting errors. These errors can be subtle, so make sure to check the alignment of the design and look for any unusual characteristics. If you're not sure if your coin has a minting error, consider taking it to a professional coin dealer or appraiser. Experts can give you a more accurate assessment of its potential value and help you understand if it's truly a rare find. Coin collecting is all about the hunt, and discovering a coin that's worth far more than its face value is one of the most exciting aspects of the hobby. The 1972 half dollar may seem like a simple coin at first, but as we've seen, it has the potential to be worth a small fortune, especially if it's in exceptional condition or has a rare minting error. So, if you have a 1972 half dollar in your collection or even in your spare change, take a closer look. You might be holding onto a coin that's worth a lot more than you thought. You never know, your next coin discovery could be worth $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a single coin. Today, we're diving into a coin that's not only rich in history but also has the potential to make you a small fortune. You may have seen or even held the United States half dollar 1776 to 1976 coin, but did you know this commemorative coin could be worth far more than its face value? That's right, this coin that was released as part of the bicentennial celebrations of the United States could be hiding a treasure inside your collection or your spare change. The 1776 to 1976 half dollar was minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The coin features some truly unique and historically significant elements. On the obverse, you'll find a depiction of the Liberty Bell, one of the most iconic symbols of American freedom. This symbol was chosen to honor the country's independence and its spirit of liberty. And on the reverse, you'll see a design that includes a drummer and a colonial-style figure, marking the historical moment of America's Revolution. These designs set this coin apart from others and tie it directly to the nation's rich past. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1776 to 1976 half dollar so valuable to collectors today. It's important to understand that this coin was produced in large quantities, as it was part of a mass celebration. However, not all of them are worth the same. While many of these coins are still floating around in circulation, there are certain factors that could make one of them incredibly valuable. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. Most of the 1776 to 1976 half dollars were used in everyday transactions, which means they likely show wear and tear, scratches, discoloration, and signs of handling. However, if you happen to have one that has been carefully preserved, you could be sitting on a valuable treasure. A coin that is in mint or uncirculated condition can fetch a significantly higher price than one that has been circulated. Coins that are still in excellent condition have retained their original shine and crisp details, making them highly sought after by collectors. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. So, if you have a 1776 to 1976 half dollar in your collection that looks like it was just freshly minted, you may want to take a closer look, but the value doesn't stop there. One of the most important aspects of the 1776 to 1976 half dollar coin is its special minting variations. While most of these coins were produced in large numbers, a few were minted with subtle differences that make them extremely rare. For example, certain versions of the coin were produced at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, while others were struck at the Denver and San Francisco mints. Mint marks are small letters found on coins that indicate where they were produced, and finding a specific mint mark or a lack of one could increase the rarity of the coin. These variations can have a big impact on a coin's value. Furthermore, just like with other coins, the 1776 to 1976 half dollar could have been subject to a minting error. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting, as they create unique, one-of-a-kind items that can be incredibly valuable. Errors like double strikes, off-center prints, and misaligned designs are just some of the mistakes that can occur during the minting process. These types of errors are rare, but they can make a coin significantly more valuable, especially if they're found on a coin that's already in mint or uncirculated condition. If you suspect that you have a 1776 to 1976 half dollar with a minting error, you might just have a gem on your hands. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: how much is the 1776 to 1976 half-dollar actually worth? If you happen to own one of these coins in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value of $100,000. That's right, $100,000 for a single coin. It's hard to believe, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. When a coin is rare, in excellent condition, or contains a unique feature, its value can skyrocket far beyond its face value. Of course, not every 1776 to 1976 half-dollar will be worth this kind of money. Coins that have been circulated or are in poor condition are likely to be worth far less, usually just a few dollars or so. However, if you have a coin that is well preserved, or if you find a rare variation or minting error, your coin's value could be in the six-figure range. It's all about finding the right piece and recognizing its true worth. So, if you've come across a 1776 to 1976 half-dollar, don't just dismiss it as a regular coin. Take a closer look and check its condition. Look for any minting marks or signs of error. You never know, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth $100,000. As always, if you think you have a rare coin or want to get a more accurate appraisal of its value, it's a good idea to take it to a professional coin dealer or numismatist. These experts can help you determine whether your coin is a rare find and can provide you with an accurate valuation. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that might be hidden in your collection or even mixed in with your spare change. It's the 1971 United States half-dollar, a coin that's not only part of America's numismatic history but also one that could be worth a small fortune if you have the right version. If you've ever wondered about the true value of this coin, stay tuned because we'll be revealing exactly how much it's worth today. The 1971 half-dollar was part of the ongoing coinage produced by the U.S. Mint in the early 1970s. If you're familiar with American coins, you'll know that the half-dollar has a long and storied history. The coin features the iconic portrait of President John F. Kennedy, a tribute to his legacy following his assassination in 1963. Since its debut, the Kennedy half-dollar has been a symbol of American pride, and the 1971 version is no different. But what makes the 1971 half-dollar truly special? Let's first talk about its design. The obverse side of the coin features a detailed profile of President Kennedy, facing left. The engraving captures his likeness with incredible detail and precision. On the reverse side, you'll find a heraldic eagle with a shield, holding an olive branch and arrows, symbols of peace and strength. This reverse design, first introduced in 1964, continues to be a symbol of the United States and its ideals. While the 1971 half-dollar was produced in large quantities, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. You see, while most of these coins were made for circulation, not all of them are created equal. The key to the 1971 half-dollar's value lies in its condition. Most of the coins that were minted during this time were put into circulation, and over the years, many of them have experienced wear and tear. They may have been used in transactions, dropped, or exposed to the elements. These coins, while still functional as currency, don't hold much value beyond their face value. However, if you happen to have a 1971 half-dollar that has been preserved in excellent condition, it could be worth far more than you might expect. Uncirculated coins, those that have never been used for transactions and have been kept in pristine condition, can see their value soar. The better the condition of the coin, the higher the demand and the more valuable it becomes. So, if your 1971 half-dollar is as shiny as the day it was minted, you might want to take a closer look. Now, let's add another layer to this. One of the most exciting things for coin collectors is finding rare minting errors, and the 1971 half-dollar is no exception. Coins with minting errors, like double strikes, off-center prints, or other production mistakes, are highly sought after in the numismatic world. If you have a 1971 half-dollar with a minting error, such as a double die or misaligned die, you could be holding onto something very special. Error coins are rare and can command huge prices on the market. Let's talk numbers. If you've got a 1971 half-dollar that's in mint condition, or even better, if it's one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $88,000. Yes, you read that right, $88,000 for a single 1971 half-dollar. It's incredible how a coin that originally circulated for just 50 cents could appreciate to such a high value. Of course, not every 1971 half-dollar will be worth that much. The majority of these coins are still in circulation, and their value is typically much closer to their face value, especially if they've been worn down by years of use. But if you happen to find one that has been well cared for and kept in pristine condition, or if you happen to stumble upon a rare minting error, your 1971 half-dollar could easily be worth a small fortune. So, how can you tell if your 1971 half-dollar might be worth a lot more than you think? Start by examining the coin closely. Check for any signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, or fading. If the coin looks almost brand new, that's a great sign. Also, be sure to inspect the coin for any potential minting errors. Look carefully at the design, and see if you can spot anything unusual or off-center. If you suspect that you have an error coin, it's a good idea to get it appraised by a professional to verify its authenticity and rarity. If you're a serious collector, or even if you just enjoy discovering rare treasures, the 1971 half-dollar is one coin that's worth paying attention to. With its unique history, iconic design, and the potential for significant value, it's definitely a coin worth keeping an eye on. So, if you've got a 1971 half-dollar lying around, take a moment to inspect it. You might just be holding onto a coin that's worth $88,000. That's right, $88,000 for a coin that was once worth just 50 cents. Today, we're going to explore a coin that might just be hiding in your collection, or possibly buried in your spare change. It's a coin that many people overlook, but with the right knowledge, you might just discover that it's worth far more than its face value. We're talking about the 1992 United States half-dollar, a coin that has a story to tell and could potentially be worth a small fortune. So, if you're curious about what makes this particular half-dollar so special and valuable, stick around, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. The 1992 half-dollar is part of the ongoing series of coins minted to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, shortly after the assassination of President Kennedy, as a tribute to his life and leadership. The design has remained largely the same since its inception, featuring a portrait of Kennedy on the obverse, front, side of the coin, and the familiar eagle with a shield on the reverse, back. However, what sets the 1992 half-dollar apart is not just its design, but also the unique factors that affect its value in the world of coin collecting. First, let's talk about the design. The obverse features an image of President John F. Kennedy, designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts. The portrait captures Kennedy in profile, facing left, with a dignified and solemn expression. Above the portrait is the inscription, Liberty, and below it, the year, 1992. On the reverse side, you'll find the eagle, holding an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength, as well as the inscription, United States of America, and half-dollar. While these design elements are iconic and familiar to many coin collectors, what really matters when it comes to the value of the 1992 half-dollar is its condition and rarity. Like most coins, the value of the 1992 half-dollar is primarily determined by how well it has been preserved. Coins that have been circulated heavily show signs of wear, such as scratches, dings, and discoloration. These coins are still worth their face value, which is 50 cents, but they don't fetch a premium in the collector's market. On the other hand, coins that have been kept in mint condition, with little to no signs of wear, are far more valuable. An uncirculated 1992 half-dollar, especially one that looks as if it has just been struck from the mint, can command a significantly higher price. The better the coin's condition, the higher its value. So, if you happen to come across a 1992 half-dollar that looks as fresh as the day it was minted, you could be in for a surprise. But there's another factor that can make the 1992 half-dollar even more valuable: the potential for rare minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process. These errors can include things like double strikes, off-center prints, or misaligned dies. While most coins are struck properly, errors are sometimes made, and these mistakes can make certain coins incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to have a 1992 half dollar with a minting error, such as a doubled die or an off-center strike, you could be holding a rare gem that could dramatically increase in value. Minting errors are incredibly rare, and coins with such mistakes often fetch much higher prices than their properly minted counterparts. So, if you have a 1992 half dollar, be sure to check it carefully for any unusual features that could make it a unique and valuable piece in your collection. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is the 1992 half dollar actually worth? If you have an uncirculated 1992 half dollar, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a potential value of $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single coin that was originally worth just 50 cents when it was minted. It's amazing to think that a coin that seems so ordinary could hold such extraordinary value in the right circumstances. Of course, not every 1992 half dollar will be worth that much. Most of them are still in circulation or are in used condition, and their value is generally close to face value, maybe a bit more if they're in decent shape. But the key takeaway here is that the condition of the coin matters. If you find a 1992 half dollar that has been well preserved or happens to have a rare minting error, you could have a coin that is worth far more than what you initially thought. So, how do you determine if your 1992 half dollar is worth more than its face value? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for any signs of wear or damage, as coins that have been used in daily transactions typically have noticeable scratches or discoloration. If the coin looks almost brand new, with a sharp design and smooth surfaces, you may have found a valuable coin. Also, check for any unusual features that could indicate a minting error, such as a double die or misaligned images. If you find something that doesn't look quite right, it might be worth getting the coin appraised by a professional numismatist. In conclusion, the 1992 half dollar may seem like just another coin in your collection, but with the right condition and the possibility of a rare minting error, it could be worth much more than you think. So, if you have a 1992 half dollar, take a closer look. You could be holding a coin worth $75,000. Thanks for tuning in today, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1992 half dollar, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Happy collecting, and we'll see you next time.